I did have a little something that I wanted to talk about, so we're gonna do that. Emotional support, mental support. So when it comes to going after the things that you want, bro, just do it. So yeah, if you guys see a bad bitch like me alone these days, it's because people be having their own agendas, trying to be in competition with you just to try and steal your ideas, all of that stuff. People will do that. So you guys need to know that type of stuff. So this is like a little reminder to anyone that's starting in business. Hey y'all, let's do my makeup while the sun is out and I'm alone. You know, I finally have a time of peace, so I can finally do like a little video of me getting ready with you guys. We're gonna talk about a little something, and let's do my makeup together while I talk about it, right? Y'all, I'm not even going to lie, building a businesses and having ideas to build a business, it is possible, you know. What's actually a hard thing to do is doing it alone, and on top of that, not really having resources. So honestly, I understand when people are saying, oh yeah, they don't have the money to build a business, or some people just don't even want to take the first step to building a business. I understand, because by the way, if you guys hear any noises, that's my cat, okay? Yeah, I understand why people sometimes take a step back when it comes to building a business or building a name for themselves, because it does, quote unquote, take a toll on you. But you know, I chose this path because I wanted different, and on top of that, I was sick and tired of doing this 9-to-5 thing. I'm not even gonna lie. I've only lived on this earth for about 20 some years, and yeah, I'm already sick of it. And especially because there's a way out, I'm like, why not do something about this instead of being my booty down for people that don't even care about me, for real? You know what I mean? And so I took it upon myself to build a business last year. I quit my job abruptly. I didn't have a backup plan. I literally just quit my job because I was just sick of the bullying. I was sick of the racism. I was sick of being tired of being sick and tired, basically. And I quit my job. I'm not gonna say on the spot because, you know, 2 weeks notice, and I'm not the kind of girl that just does things abruptly and then on top of that in a messy way, because that's just, no thank you. I quit my job last year in May, and it's been a year now since I quit, and it's also been a year since I've had my business Prime Studio. But I also did start digital marketing a few years, like a year or a few months before, so. But still, I started my business officially in September, just because like I quit my job and I was able to really focus on what I needed to focus on as an entrepreneur and somebody that wanted to build off their success, you know what I mean? Build off their businesses. So this all started September last year. And it has been well. On the business side, it has been well. I'm gonna say what has been hard for me as a business owner, as a solopreneur, is the fact that I didn't get the support that I was expecting, especially from the people that was there in the beginning, or from people that made it seem as if they were on my side, but really they were plotting behind my back, or they were just hating on me right to my face. I saw all of that, you know, but I always put it to the side because I was like, you know, I'm not even gonna, you know, pour into that energy, nor am I gonna get my get back, because everybody gets what they deserve at the end of the day. Clock it, right? So I always noticed how people just try to keep me down or try to have me be delayed in what I did. Literally, I've always wanted to say this. When it comes to trading, if you know, you know. when it came to my trading era, I had this coach, okay? And I was actually not really financially in a position to be trading, but I was still going at it. And I had this coach where I was learning the charts. And it came to a point where it was as if, because I didn't have the money, this coach took away the opportunity for me to learn how to chart. And you guys, that actually kind of broke my heart. That actually made me feel some kind of way, and just looked at everybody around this trading thing with this coach kind of differently, because they were all on this person's bandwagon. I'm just like, are you guys not seeing what this person is doing? And mind you, there were some people that was learning their charts with this person for free, or so I thought, or whatever the story is. Anyways, I didn't really have the support I needed at the time, and I'm not gonna say financial support because that's not what I was looking for. The kind of support I'm looking for is truly emotional support, mental support. You know, the actual support that you need to thrive around in business, and to actually elevate as a person, elevate the way that you need to as an individual, as a person, you know what I mean? And I didn't get that, and I did not ask for that. I mean, you would expect it from the people that's close to you, right? But hey, I guess that's just me. I'm built different, and they're built different, and you know, some things can't mesh together, and that's okay. And when it came to the financial support, I'm not one to ask the people on the outside of me for that, because I feel like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's just not me, because I'm usually the giver. So I'm like, you know what? So, you know, I resorted to asking my mom for a little help. But then, even then, that was a bit difficult, because it was always an excuse. It was always, no, I have to save for this. It was always, oh, but then the other kids need this. Yes, I have other siblings, by the way, if you didn't know. But yeah, like, it was always an excuse when it came to helping me financially. When it came to family helping me, it was always an excuse. It was always a later, or it was always just not enough. It was never what I actually needed, you know? It was just a little bit to get by, but not actually a lot for me to thrive, for me to succeed, and for me to really do what I needed to do. And that alone, that also just kind of took a toll on me. And when it came to just having support point blank period, you guys, that actually, it kind of broke my heart. It kind of made me feel some kind of way, because I'm like, where are all the people that I supported? Where are all the people that I would give a word to? Where are all the people that once believed in me when I was talking about business? And now that I'm actually doing the business, there's nobody around. Where are all the people that I would give advice to? Where are all the people that I would have a shoulder for? But now I have no shoulder to talk to cry on. Now I have no advice to be given to the way that I need it to be given to. Now I don't have somebody for them to give me a hand out. And that just I don't want to say it broke me, but you know, it put me in a position of having to fend for myself, to defend myself, and then on top of that, to just take care of myself in ways that I don't think that I would have been able to, or in ways that I didn't think that I would make it. But guess what? We're here today. We made it, and that's the best part. So, you know, I've been able to handle business all by myself. And I'm not saying this to flex. I'm not saying this to be like, oh yeah, I did it all by myself. I'm saying this because, you know, some people around me, they had the support. They had people around them, you know, giving them that boost, giving them that go. And meanwhile, it was kind of difficult for me to have those kinds of people around me. I can't say it's because I did something, or because of the way that I am. I can't say why that I did not receive the support that I was looking for. But, you know, life has a funny way of working. of working things out. And you know, as they say, sometimes you get no support and then boom, you're a millionaire. You know? So I never really took it to heart, but I did take it to heart, and I noticed those things because, you know, I thought I'd have more people on my corner, genuinely, and not just, you know, robots, I guess you would say. And I made it through the tough part of my business where I thought people would be there for me, or that I thought I would have, you know, my people, my soul tribe, as we say. I made it through that tough part, and now I'm just being a solopreneur in peace. I'm being the entrepreneur that, you know, does what they have to do without approval, without being validated, without having other people to give me their 2 cents in a negative way. The other part of this that was, you know, a little bit hard for me was that I would notice, you know, people had their people, and I'm just like, well, I want to make a business decision. I want to make a business, you know, I want to make a business decision, but I have to make the decision myself. I don't have nobody to help me out on making business decisions. I have nobody to tell me, oh yeah, this is not a good decision, or this is a good decision. You know, I have to rely on myself. I have to rely on what I know. I have to rely on what I've learned, and I have to rely on myself on those things. And that is another part of being a solopreneur, you guys. Like, having to make those business decisions all by yourselves, having to negotiate all by yourself. That's all part of being a solopreneur, being a business owner with no support, and, you know, just what you've learned. And you guys, all that I've learned is just from the Ultimate Branding course, just from coaches that, you know, lasted a while, but you know, I had to adventure myself. All that I've learned was from coaches from UBC and coaches from here and there when it came to trading and when it came to digital marketing, and also learning from a few creators on social media, TikTok, Instagram. All of what I've learned is from what I see and from what I've researched, you know. So all of what I've learned and how I've made it this far is from social media, it's from coaches, it's from TikTok, I almost said Snapchat too, I guess. It's from Instagram. Like, I've learned a lot about social media by just paying attention to those that's done it before me. I've been able to be successful in my businesses, in my ventures, just because I've been able to pay attention and do as I'm told. That's it. Just do as I'm told, or do what I see that works. When there's other ways to do things, why not go for it? Just being able to be confident and have faith in what I'm putting out there is another part of it. Without that, I don't know how I would be where I am today. The strength that it actually takes to be a business owner, to be an entrepreneur is, I'm not gonna say it's a lot. It's only a lot if it's not in your heart. It's only a lot if it's not what you want. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be a business owner, if you want to be a boss, and it's in your heart, it's what you want to do it, and you know it's what you want to do, then you're gonna take on any obstacle that's in your path. You're gonna take on anything that's in your path, and you're gonna be like, and you're gonna do what you gotta do. That's literally what I'm on, and that's literally what I did. I was like, you know what? Everything that's in my way, I don't care. I have my mind set on being that boss babe, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna be, and that's what I'm gonna achieve. And guess what? I'm here with businesses, you know. So I'm very proud of myself either way. I don't care how long it takes me. I don't care how it looks on the outside. I don't care. I am where I want to be, and that's all that matters to me. I am where I never thought I would be, and on top of that, I'm where most wouldn't think that I would be. Most doubted me, most talked about me behind my back, most talked about me to my face, most tried to play in my face and play behind my back, and most of them got caught, and most of them will be caught. And on top of that, I don't care, because guess what? I am where I want to be. So that alone makes me happy. That alone makes me proud. So when it comes to going after the things that you want, bro, just do it. Just do what you gotta do. And don't really care about what other people have to say or what they're doing, because it's probably a distraction. And if it's not helping you evolve, be a better person, helping you, supporting you, all those things, it's a waste of your time. I can tell you that much. If you are on a solo mission, or you're just going after what you want in life, and I mean it, like when you go after the things that you want in life, don't listen to the distractions. Don't take what other people are telling you. Don't take their opinions. Don't believe in them. Believe in what you want. Believe in what you have. Believe in what you say. All of that. They once told me, when you're going after your dreams, when you're going after your goals, life will throw curveballs at you. Life will make it hard for you. And I didn't believe that until I literally went through it, bruh. Like, what? I was like, what you mean? What you mean, bruh? What you mean life will be hard for me because I'm going after the things that I want? And yeah, it's true. Life will literally get hard right before it gets easier, right before you get what you want. It's as if it's testing you. Life literally tests you to see, do you really want what you say what you want? Are you really gonna work hard to get what you want? Or are you just gonna give up midway? Or are you just gonna give up in the beginning?
In the beginning, yeah, in the
Listen properly.
in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning, in the beginning, in the beginning.
In the beginning. And go back to what you used to do, what you used to know. Literally, life really will test you to see if you're still on the same ish, or just to see if you'll give up. Life will really do that to you. And not giving up is a part of the process. Not giving in to whatever's happening around you is part of the process. Because I think that most of us fail to realize that just because it gets hard, it does not mean that's an indication for you to give up. Like, if anything, that's an indication to go harder. Like, what are you guys doing? Some people that started on the path with me, they gave up, like they fell off, and I'm just like, what? I mean, you didn't want it. I mean, you were just following. To me, the people that started with me and that just fell off, I was like, what you mean? I thought we was in it. And then for them to just fall off like that, that kind of put question marks in my I kind of had question marks, because what do you mean, bruh? I thought you wanted this. I thought we're on in this together. Guess not. The people that I once started with, especially when it came to my trading team, digital marketing even, all those people that I started with, they kind of started falling off. The people that I was encouraging, the people that I was talking to about building their own business, building their own sources of income, getting into digital marketing, getting their own brand, their own business, all of those people at some point fell off. All of those people at some point kind of just disappeared. I didn't even have to try getting in contact with them. They just disappeared, you guys. Or, you know, some drama happened. I had to do stuff out of there, because I don't do drama, especially when it comes to business. We don't do drama when it comes to business, you guys. That's just not a... Who does that? Why would you bring drama into business? No. So yeah, I just kind of said my goodbyes to those people. And I made my way. Like, so many reasons why I'm not with most people nowadays is because of the way things happened when it came to support, when it came to having a good group of people around me, when it came to us being into the same things. Because it's kind of difficult to have, you know, the same people that's on your level, especially when you're elevating, especially when you're going after things in life, you really do have to have the same kind of mindset and people around you. You really have to have the right kind of people around you. The people that's around you will literally be what makes you or what breaks you. And I had to realize dead set on before really realizing what I was going through as an entrepreneur. Like, this was all in the beginning, you guys. I had to realize not everybody was for me. I had to realize I wasn't meant to work with everybody. I had to realize even the people that, you know, were colleagues in business and, you know, people that I thought I could rely on, teammates, team members, team players, whatever. Even those people, if you guys are not on the same page, the same mindset, the same game plan, there will be a hole in that game plan and you'll be like, wait a minute, something is not working out. And that's probably because it's not on the same mindset, not the same frequency, not the same plan. Everyone has their own agendas sometimes too. There's also that some people will have their own agendas, you guys. If you guys see me alone these days, it's because of that. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys see a bad bitch like me alone these days, it's because people be having their own agendas, and I don't be having the time nor the patience with people these days, because you will be thinking somebody comes with good intentions around you. Whole time they trying to take from you, they trying to be you, or they trying to stop you, and trying to stop you in ways that you would never think, with mindset, with love, with money, fake support, all of that. People will do the most when it comes to them seeing you thriving, and then you're just like, wait a minute, are you really here to support me, or are you just a secret hater type of stuff, you know? When it comes to getting into business, the people around you matters. Yeah, wanting support, wanting people to like what you do, wanting to have people around you, wanting help, wanting encouragement words is a thing. But then there also comes the other side of the coin, where people will literally make it hard for you to be victorious. People will literally make it hard for you to achieve what you're achieving out of their own insecurities, out of their own habits, out of their own selves. They will go out of their way, and that alone, you have to be careful. If you do not realize head on, if you do not realize right there and then what people are trying to do, or if you do not learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of other people, you will most likely always be in a loop of trying to figure out why you're stuck or what's going on, because the people around you will also help you build your business, build who you are, build your brand, or it could literally stop you right there in your tracks because you can't seem to figure out what's happening, yet you're still trying to go after your business, you're still trying to build your brand, and you're still trying to make a name for yourself, you know? All of that goes hand in hand together. People in business and going after what you want in life goes really hand in hand. Y'all see me alone these days. Y'all see me a bit more to myself these days. That's why, because I don't really have that support. I do have support in ways that I would never expect to have support. It came to a point where I didn't really have the support I wanted from the people that I wanted it from, and that really made me like take a step back a lot. And I had to learn how people would be and how people would come my way. Because if I didn't learn, you guys, if I didn't know the difference, I don't think I would be where I am today, quite frankly. I don't think I'd be here telling y'all about this. But here I am. This is what really goes on in the business side, the entrepreneur side of things, especially when you're starting. People will literally try to take advantage of you. And if you do not realize that, you will be set to fail, if I'm being honest. You will be set to fail if you do not realize that people will fake support you sometimes, fake be there for you and all that stuff, just to see what you're doing, just to try and be in competition with you, just to try and steal your ideas, all of that stuff. People will do that. So you guys need to know that type of stuff, and that's why I'm here today. I'm a solopreneur, and I'm making ish happen. Oh, this is a bit dark. Okay. yeah, as a solopreneur, this is what it's like making each happen every day and not really caring what people say or do is I want to say it's a skill, because some people will literally go in over their head about this. Like, some people will literally crash out, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to get to a point of crashing out, bro. Cause what do you mean? Like, I'm doing all of this and y'all still trying to stop me, and I barely even started. So I'm not gonna lie, I used to crash out, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie, I used to crash out, but I don't crash out no more, because I had to you know, realize this is what it comes this is what comes with being a business owner, being an entrepreneur. This is what it comes with. And you know what, if this is what it comes with, that means I just have to adjust myself and make things go my way, because it's my way or the highway, period. My way or the highway, that's it, that's all. Because guess what, this is my life, this is my path, not yours, not them, not they. No, people was really trying to make decisions on my behalf in what I wanted to do, what I wanted to, like, really. I had to be like, no. The amount of people I had to remove from my life, block out of my life, it just guys, it's crazy for real. But you know, I got it, because this is what I chose to do. This is what I wanted, and you know, I'm gonna stand on it. And who am I to go back to a job? After everything I told myself, I was literally like, if this doesn't work out, okay, I'll get a job. But then I realized I was downplaying myself. If I said that I was gonna go to a job if this, that, or whatever didn't work out, that was literally me downplaying myself. And I was like, you know what? If there was jobs, I ain't going back to no job, and I'ma just do this. This is my plan A. Plan A, that's it. Plan B would be to get with a rich nigga. Plan B would be to get with a rich man. Plan B would be to get with a rich man, you guys. And even on top of that, if I were to get with a rich man, I would still do my thing, because he rich, right? Anyways, but yeah, plan A remains me being the boss babe and me having my own business, because that's the way to go, and that's the way to be, and that's what I chose. That's that. Whoever isn't happy with that is gonna have to take it up with God. Literally, my path and everything is in the hands of God, no one else. So to think that somebody is going to try and influence me out of what I want and what God has for me is kind of ridiculous. And you are definitely being laughed at. So this is to anyone that thinks that they can come into my life and try and determine what is going on in my life, by the way. Because people, I'm telling you, they will try. They'll think that they have a say in your life and a say in what you do, when that was never the case, and that will never be the case. This is why it's important to know what you want in life. It's important to know what you want in everything that you do. It's important to stand on everything that you do, that you say, because at one point in time, not only does it go back to you to check fact on you, but it also determines if you're gonna be true to who you are, be true to what you say, be true to what you do. All of it makes a difference to where you are going in life. And to add a little bit of a finishing touch, I'm gonna add a little bit of my flower nose. What is it called? Strawberry Cupid Lippy. This is the shade Cranberry. It's a lip cream, just to add a little finishing touch, a little bit of red. with what I had on before. So this is like a little reminder to anyone that's starting in business. If you're starting with no support, or you started and you have no support, or you're worried, you're doubting about anybody or anything not really supporting you, not really being there for you, or just you stepping out into this world not really knowing much about people or socializing and any stuff like that, I want this to be a reminder that to always remember why you started, remember why you wanted to do this in the first place, and not what other people are trying to put in your mind, trying to put up on your path, obstacles, all of that stuff. At the end of the day, it's just for you to learn how to really maneuver and upgrade and level up. Every time somebody that tries to throw a curveball at you, take that as a lesson and not a reason to stay where you are. Take that as a lesson to not just stay back and take what's being handed to you. Take this as a reminder, as a lesson that you need to go harder, that you need to not really pay attention to whatever's being thrown at you, or to learn how to maneuver through this. If you're going through this now, you're gonna go through it again with another person, or it'll be a situation where you're gonna have to learn again later down the path. And this is just God or life teaching you how to deal with it now, so that later on when it approaches you again, you handle it differently, you go about it differently. So if you're going through something right now and you're thinking, oh my God, how am I gonna deal with this person? How am I gonna deal with this situation? Just know that this is a phase. This is just a moment where you have to learn this so that you're able to move on to the next path. Because I promise you, it'll happen again, or it'll come up again, and this will be like oh, I went through this before. Oh, I know how to go about this situation, but it'll be in a better way. It'll be in a more mature way, and this will just teach you to always keep going. When you look back, you'll be like, aha, I did it. I am where I want to be because I passed this. And it'll just be like it'll be nothing to you in the future if you were to go through the same situations that you are going through that may or may not be difficult. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys for the next video. Make sure you guys check out the links in my description, and you guys subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, more get ready with me, sit downs, long talks, and all such things. And have a good day wherever you are. Make sure you guys follow and support all of my social medias, and have a great day.